In this session, we're going to do a mindfulness of breath and body meditation for about 15 minutes. This is a very simple, powerfully foundational practice, helping us to cultivate our breath as an anchor in the here and now, giving us a safe place to which we can return whenever we notice that our mind has wandered, as always it will. This simple meditation helps us to practice noticing, acknowledging, non-judging, and returning, helping us to cultivate focus and helping us to make some decisions about where we choose to place our focus. So, coming now to sit. Taking a moment at the start of this practice to adopt a position that feels comfortable, feels stable to you. Remembering that you're going to be in this posture for about 15 minutes. Perhaps you're sitting in a chair or on a cushion on the ground, or perhaps you'd prefer to lie down for this. If you are sitting, try to hold yourself in a way that embodies your intention to spend this time looking after yourself. A posture that feels dignified and unstrained. Perhaps you want to straighten your back, sitting away from the back of the chair so that you're self-supporting, imagining that the crown of your head is being drawn up towards the sky. And as we begin, it might help for you to give some thought to your intentions for this practice. Perhaps composing an attitude of wakefulness and curiosity, but also of kindness, of compassion towards yourself. And if you're comfortable to do this, you might also allow your eyes to close now, or lower your gaze so that you're not disturbed by any movements around you. So, as we start this short practice, I'd like you to invite your attention to your breathing, as we always do at the start, to the movement and flow of each breath in turn. You don't need to breathe in a special way or to change how you're breathing. Just take a moment to become aware of what your breath feels like here and now. Remembering there's no right way to breathe, there's just how you're breathing. Let's just take a moment to see how our breath feels today. Just watching it move and flow by itself without needing you to do anything at all. When you feel ready, perhaps you might take a slightly longer breath, slightly deeper breath than usual. Drawing the breath in through your nose, pulling it down through your throat and inflating your chest, and then pulling it down even further into your abdomen, holding it there just for a fraction of a moment before releasing this deep breath back up from your abdomen, through your chest, through your throat, and letting it out through your mouth or your nose once again. And seeing what it might be like to try this a few times by yourself. And then, when you feel ready, seeing what it might be like this time to draw a deep breath all the way in, but now let it continue to move down through your body, all the way down to those parts of your body that are in contact with whatever surface is supporting you. Perhaps it's the ground under your feet or your knees, or it's the chair on your bottom. Whatever it is, just using your breath to transport your attention down to those points of contact, and seeing what it might be like to allow your attention to rest in those places, to explore them a little, just to check in with them, see how they're doing. Perhaps as you explore those points, there's a feeling of pressure. Perhaps there's heat or cold. Perhaps you can feel the texture of your clothing on your skin or of the surfaces themselves. Whatever the case, just allowing yourself to explore those sensations without judging, without trying to change them. Those are just the sensations that you're experiencing right now. And then, of course, when you find your mind wandering away from those sensations, just notice that your mind has wandered, because after all, that's what minds do. And gently inviting your attention back to somewhere safe, somewhere secure. In this case, bringing it right back to your breath. Following each breath to its full extent, not trying to control or change it, just following each one gently and delicately. Perhaps it might help for you to imagine that your attention floats on top of each breath, like a feather on the breeze, just moving naturally, delicately following along with the motion of the air. Just allowing your awareness to grow a little, to expand around your breath, to take in the feelings in your body that accompany that breath. Perhaps you can feel your breath on your lips as the air wafts in and out of your mouth or your nose. Perhaps you can feel your breath in the expansion, the contraction of your chest. Perhaps it's in the movement of your skin under your clothing. Or perhaps you're feeling it down in your stomach, swelling or heating, nourishing your core. Wherever you're feeling your breath today, reminding yourself that there's no right place to be feeling it, no right sensations to pursue. What it feels like to breathe here and now is just what it feels like. Perhaps you're feeling it in your shoulders or your hands or in your feet. Wherever it is, that's where those sensations are. And then, of course, when your mind wanders again, just noticing that your mind has gone, because after all, that's what minds do. And gently inviting your attention back to somewhere safe and secure. In this case, letting go of your body and bringing it back to your breath. Following each breath to its full extent, not trying to control or change it, just following each one gently and delicately. Perhaps it might help for you to imagine that your attention is floating on top of each breath like a feather on a breeze, just moving naturally and delicately, following along with the motion of the air. And then when you feel ready for this, just seeing what it might be like to open your awareness to whatever sensations arise in your body while you're sitting. If you feel some pressure in your ankles, giving your attention permission to explore those sensations, to see what that pressure feels like right now. And then if you feel some tension in your shoulders, gently releasing your ankles, allowing your awareness to flow up into your shoulders to explore the sensations there for a while. And then perhaps your attention will be called down into the small of your back or into your hands, wherever your body calls to you, seeing what it might be like to allow your awareness to follow those calls, to gently, curiously and kindly touch into those sensations as they arise. And of course, as your mind wanders away again, just noticing that your mind has gone. That's what minds do. Gently inviting your attention back to somewhere safe and secure. In this case, perhaps letting go of your body again, letting those sensations fade a little into the background, and bringing your awareness back to your breath. just following one breath and then the next, here and now. When you're settled again, just giving yourself some time to listen to your body on your own, without me. Just allowing your mind to be called to whichever parts of your body seem to need its touch, allowing your mind to hone in on a specific part, or to open up and embrace the whole of your body at once, letting it move between these types of attention as it needs to. Spending a few minutes exploring in this way, remembering when you find your mind is wandering, you can congratulate yourself for noticing. You can always invite it back to your breath to anchor you back in this moment before opening your mind to your body once again. Now, as we start to bring this meditation to a close, seeing what it might be like to invite your attention back into your breath once again. This time making a deliberate choice to take a slightly longer breath than usual. Drawing the breath in through your nose, down through your throat, inflating into your chest and then pulling down into your abdomen. Holding it there just for a fraction of a moment before releasing this deep breath back up from your abdomen, through your chest and your throat, and letting it out through your mouth or your nose once again. Just repeating this a few times. And when you feel ready, taking this opportunity slowly to open your eyes or bring them back into focus. Remembering as your attention begins to shift back to the outside world of your body, remembering the gentleness and the kindness that you have shown yourself for the last 15 minutes, and seeing what it might be like to take those attitudes with you into the rest of your day.